a huge test looming for some youngsters. Graham, you've got some important points you want to make right at the top about the competition.
Just really to explain to everybody what they're about to see this evening. We've got the YKC Young Kennel Club Dog of the Year competition. All the people that we're about to see here have competed throughout the year for the privilege of being able to compete at the semi-finals in the YKC ring. That's been happening all day today. And the top 3 from each category in the age group and their height have qualified for well, it's a privilege and an honour to be in the main ring at Crufts. And these Young Kennel Club members are the future of this sport, without a doubt. It teaches them so much about dogs interacting with people. There are basically 2 age groups. There's under 12 and 12 and over. And within each of those age groups, there are 3 categories of small, medium and large. So potentially we had 18 people, the top 3 from each of those age groups and categories to compete here. And it promises to be a great competition, but bearing in mind they're all competing for one award.
And we saw some young faces looking very intently and rehearsing around this course. What do you make of the task ahead of them all? What do you make of the course?
We have our judge, Lee Gibson, who himself is a Young Kennel Club former member. Had many a battle with my son when they were contemporaries. He set a great course here, not too much in it, but enough of a challenge. Especially, you'll see later on, there's the rigid tunnel into the weaving poles, which is quite a challenging entry for some of these youngsters. Bearing in mind, we've got people, I think 7-8 years of age, trying to get their dogs around here. It's a big enough ordeal for the adults, as we've seen earlier on today.
And just to underline the height categories as well that we have ahead of us, I think there are 17 competitors in all. Just to underline for us, if you could, the height differentials.
We have 3 categories. We have small, medium and large. The small are for dogs that are under 350 millimetres. Medium 350 mil to 430, and large is over 430.
It is the YKC Agility Dog of the Year. The first category that we'll see in action will be the small category, under 12 years of age. 1 or 2 announcements being made before the action gets underway.
Also, they'll be looking for the quickest way to get from one obstacle to another. One dog who seems slow on the course.
So we'll be waiting anxiously in the tunnel for Mr. Dave Ray, senior commentator here at Crufts, to finish explaining to the packed crowd exactly what it's all about. There they are, look at them, not a nerve in sight.
I'm not sure you're right about that, if I'm honest. I think there's a few tummies rumbling there, a few pulses beating a little bit quicker. We're seeing the judge Lee Gibson there, that has come up through the Kennel Club from Shrewsbury in Shropshire, just 30 years of age, and he is going to be entering the arena very shortly.
But obviously we do need a judge.
Is Lee Gibson.
As Dave said, he's come up through the ranks of the YKC.
Great honour to be invited to judge here at Crufts in the main arena. He's said he's looking forward to this so much.
He told me earlier on he's an Everton fan, so this will be a bit of blessed relief to him at the moment.
Sure you're going to give these young handlers
started agility 18 years ago and first judge when he was just 16 years of age.
Jonathan Ingraham from Leamington Spa. As you can see, he's running a miniature poodle. This is Siren Song Royal Kiss at
We are ready for our first competitor, Jonathan Ingraham, Leamington Spa, 9 years of age, running Elmo miniature poodle, who is for just 9 years of age. Jonathan Ingraham, tell us about the base time, could you, before we start? It's always important.
They've got to get round inside 45 seconds. If they don't, they'll incur some time faults.
Jonathan Ingraham all set. The poodle, Elmo, has other ideas.
It's fine, and because he hasn't started the course, he's not been penalised. So the dog hasn't entered the course, it hasn't started, so he's allowed to go back to him under our rules.
First competitor, Jonathan Ingraham, age 9, from Leamington Spa. Elmo, 4-year-old poodle, a slightly reluctant starter, but into the stride now through the collapsible tunnel and scrambling over those, through the hard tunnel as well. Tiptoeing through the weaves, nice, neat and precise through the tyre, which is good. No faults at the moment. Over the dog walk, that is all clean as well. Good stuff from Jonathan, good stuff from Elmo. Up and down over the A-frame. Clean and clear so far. Time ticking away just a little bit. Up and down. And inside 42.7. No penalties as well, Graham.
And considering the dog was reluctant to start, he did really, really well. And you go through the weaving poles and you see a lovely blind turn there, executed there.
Next we look at Lucinda Lowes from Chapel on the Frith. 9 years of age. Arnie, 7-year-old terrier cross, is up and running. Loves ballet, this dog. Slightly slow through that collapsible tunnel. In fact, taking their own pace here, but good communication between handler and dog. Hops through the hard tunnel. Picks a steady path through the weaves, through that tyre as well. This is neat and tidy, if not spectacularly quick. Up and down over the dog walk. Still no penalties. Faultless so far. Oh, there is one. They picked up 5 penalties. Just missed the bottom of that dog walk. That's tough. Just a matter of inches on that. We'll have another look at that at the end. It's slightly slower, I believe, than the opening one, is it, or not? Just completing the course now, and 46.1, and a few penalties as well, Graham.
Yeah, 1.1 penalties are there, unfortunately. And there we are, the judge perfectly positioned to see that mistake.
Murphy Walton, 11-year-old from Oxford, is away with Baggy, 9-year-old Shetland sheepdog. 42.7, the best time thus far, and no penalties, and clear so far. Barking away through the weaves, excellent. Skips through the tyre too.
This is the last of our small under 12 competitors. There are only 3 of them, and they're all doing fantastically well in the spotlights and the glare of the TV cameras, and they're making it look really, really easy. There's been a lot of hard work and dedication by these young Kennel Club members. It really is a great organisation to belong to. Still faultless as he comes up to the seesaw, bearing in mind this is the control part. It must tip the ground, and it's done that. And a really nice round. Oh, and just over the course time, 45.943. So he picks up 0.943 of a time fault. Great double-footed action through the weaving poles, and this dog is having an absolute ball.
So we move now to the over 12 years, and 13-year-old Holly Ryan from West Parley with a 6-year-old German Spitz called Tink. Beautiful looking little dog, that one.
Very much a family affair. This mother also competes in agility and has done for a number of years, and this is a fantastic little dog, and it's really covering the ground. I don't think there's going to be any issue with the time here for this pair. Just need to hold it together for the last few obstacles. This is always a test of confidence.
This is going to be a pretty quick time, I think. Faultless as well. That's laid it down, 36.5. Excellent stuff from Holly Ryan from West Parley, and superb combination with Tink as well. That's the time to beat now. Don't worry about it. Taylor Butler from Wellingborough, 16 years of age, with crossbreed Crumpet, age 7. Crumpet flies through that collapsible tunnel. Excellent speed so far, and all clear. Let's check on the weaves. In and out, planting both paws superbly. This is quick as well. This is really quick and excellent. Up and down over the dog walk. Yep, that's all fine.
So these are our over 12s. Same size dog.
Oh, there's some faults.
That's commentator's curse. And back over in reverse. So they've completed the obstacle in the wrong direction, and unfortunately picking up an elimination.
That is an elimination. The dreaded cross arms from Judge Lee Gibson, but got to complete the course. The crowd willing Taylor round with Crumpet as well. Excellent effort, but sadly to no avail at the end. And here's the crucial moment.
And there we go, running past the A-frame, and then the dog turns round and decides that it will do it after all, but in from the wrong direction.
Sarah Wolverson, Ilkeston in Derbyshire, 13 years of age, with Toggle, 9-year-old crossbreed. First dog, currently competing at grade 7. Sarah, handy basketball player as well. Let's see about the combination then. No faults so far. And a very acceptable time to Toggle, barking the way round. All fine.
Got to keep pushing though. Clear round 36.520 is going to take a little bit of beating, so they really have to keep pushing up. Oh, and a miss down on the A-frame.
Yep, just missed the splash of wide at the bottom of the A-frame, and that will be costly. That's a shame. 39, but picking up 5 faults, Sarah and Toggle. You just have to concentrate the whole way. Looks so simple, but it's costly.
Yes, as you can see, clearly missed contact, and it is a moment's inattention. As soon as they just take their mind on to the next obstacle, it's gone. So we're setting the obstacles now for the medium section, so we're going to see the under 12 and over 12 on the mediums. So the hurdles have now gone up to 450 mil, or everything else remains exactly the same. The course remains the same, weaving poles, tunnels, everything else is exactly the same as it was before.
Okay, we're looking at Guinness, the only one in the medium under 12 years of age. Max Muck is the registered dog's name. The pet name is Guinness. Lewis Walterson, the only qualifier from Aberdeen, aged 10. Working Cocker Spaniel is Guinness, age 7. And the only one to reach this stage after competing earlier today. So a terrific achievement that, and remember the time to beat, 36.5. Ollie Ryan from West Parley set that with Tink. Bit of a hesitation there, and there's early penalties sadly, and there's a disqualification. Even worse, didn't last too long. We'll show you what went wrong so early in the round for Lewis Walterson, the only qualifier in the medium under 12 section. They'll be very upset about that. But they will of course be allowed to, and they will want to complete the round as well. But it's all for their own satisfaction as opposed to having any bearing on the competition. There's more confusion there as well. And I don't know, you always feel sorry for them, Graham, when things go so wrong so early.
It's a big ask for young people of this age, and you have to react so quickly. So the dog runs past the obstacle, and before he can think about it, the dog's decided that he's going to do it from the wrong direction. Such a shame.
You're watching the YKC Agility Dog of the Year. We're into the medium over 12 years of age. Lara Brown from Wingfield is 15. Cocker Spaniel Ruby is 4. Looking to have a clear round of just over 36 seconds. And it's quick and it's clear and clean and lively, and they're in great sync, our handler and dog. But there's 5 penalties just missing, coming off the dog walk, missing that so important white splash at the bottom there. That really has affected the round, that one. It is good speed though. It's such good speed, and there's a bit of hesitation right at the end. 37.8, 5 points. Applause from everybody, including Judge Lee Gibson. Shame, this one.
And that was probably one of Lee Gibson's easiest decisions of the day, regrettably. Just trying to get it to slow down a bit, and all it did was jump off. Such a shame.
Next at the main arena, Kate Davis, Miss Maisie Minx, or Maisie's the pet name, 4-year-old Border Collie, Cocker Spaniel. Beautiful looking dog. Away we go. Very sleek, smooth start through the collapsible tunnel, through the hard tunnel as well. Very quick indeed. Let's take a check on the weaves. In, out. That's terrific. But those picked up, missed the last one there. There are penalty points, and that looks like the dreaded cross arms as well. The old Lee Gibson, 30-year-old judge, sadly disqualifying Kate Davis from Worthing and Maisie. They will again complete the round. Just made an excellent start, got slightly overexcited halfway through, and Graham paid the penalty.
And unfortunately that's the issue. They're all looking to beat this great time of 36.520, and they start to push, and she started to move away, and you can see clearly the dog didn't do the last couple of poles, went on to the next obstacle, which unfortunately, as you say, means the dreaded crossed arms.
Denny Giles, 14-year-old from Hayes in Middlesex, with Flick, or the registered dog name, Rocathala Bug's Life. Sheltie Poodle, 9 years of age, third time at Crufts for these two. Very confident and quick start as well. Hard tunnel is not a problem. I think there's a penalty there. Missed that first. The entrance to the weaves. 5 points, but clapping the hand to get the maximum out of Flick. It's going to be quick, and it's going to be so frustrating that they picked up those points, those penalty points.
Really quick, keen little dog. This, I'm sure we're going to see her here again, without any doubt whatsoever.
Flick always gives his best. He's given his best here again. 40.9 a time, and those 5 penalty points. Look at that. Why would you go in that second one and not the first one?
Well, and again, it's all down to body language. The dogs look at what the handlers are doing, and you could see quite clearly that the dog was watching the handler rather than what it was supposed to be doing. But that's experience for you.
We're moving up now to the large under 12 years of age, the YKC Agility Dog of the Year. A slight change in the course.
And the hurdles, you can see, are going up, and they're going up to 650 millimetres. The long jump's been extended. Not quite sure what length that's going to be, but the maximum permitted length in these competitions is a maximum of 5 foot. So I would think it's going to be in the region of about 4.5 feet. He's set it quite large. Everything else, apart from the tyre, remains the same.
We're moving up to the large dogs under 12 years of age. Jack Biddle is the handler. Bailey, working sheepdog, all set to go. 8 years of age. The time to beat is at 36.5 with no penalty points. It's a tall order. Bit of a bark and a nip, but still clear and still quick through the collapsible. This is good. Penalties have been picked up through the weaves, but Bailey's gone through fine. Nipping through the tyre as well. Following the handler in perfect sync. Watch for the, happily over that dog walk too.
Nice and tight round there into the tunnel. The look of concentration on this young man's face is just great to see. Just a few more to go down into the fast section now, onto the seesaw.
It's going to be close, but it might just not be quick enough. It's not. 38.7. It's a great effort. What a great effort by Bailey and Jack Biddle. Superb.
Puts them into second place.
Here's Marion Bayliss from Stourbridge, 10 years of age. Fern, Collie Cross Spaniel. There's early faults for Fern, unfortunately, and more faults as well.
So 10 penalties, 5 for the long jump, 1 for the run past. Now she's just got to concentrate, keep it together, and I'm telling a 10-year-old what she's got to do. She's got enough to do out there.
Listen, it's remarkable that Fern's out there at all, because she had corrective surgery at 7 months of age. It's great to see her competing like this, and despite those faults, putting on a fine performance in the main arena on the opening day of Crufts. A real scream went out there from Marianne.
Oh, look at that, a great big leap into the air, and she is so happy with what she's done. And that, everybody, is what it's all about, is having a few faults but still being so pleased with what her dog's done. And if you want to get out and have some fun with your dog, join the YKC.
Alyssa Carter, age 9, from Fleet in Hampshire. Twist, 4-year-old cross. Ready to go. Twist looking to beat 36.5 seconds. We're off. Straight into, oh dear, there's a hesitation. That'll cost them time, it'll cost them penalties as well. A little bit of a stutter going into the tunnel as well, through the weaves. Twisting through them, neat and quick as well. That's good. It's a shame they've picked up those 5 points, but it's good synchronization really between the two of them here, between Twist and Alyssa. There's a hesitation. That'll cost them time. It's going to be slow, but it's still a good effort.
I don't think it's going to be that slow. This dog's moving on at quite a good pace. You can see these dogs have to be worked every inch of the way around this course, and these young Kennel Club people are doing an absolutely fantastic job. Come on in, big round of applause from the crowd.
By slow, I meant it wasn't going to be quick enough to threaten the leading time of 36.5.
Hair and tail going everywhere through the weaving poles, having a great time.
And Alyssa thanks her school for letting her out today. Wise move. Large under 12 years, then we're looking at Rory Tidmarsh, age 11, from Wallingford. DJ, 9-year-old border collie, getting barked at, and will pick up penalty points there, unfortunately. Hops over that at the second time of asking. Really letting the dog know where he wants him to go. And he's done fine through there, fine and quick too. Just those 5 points there that in the final analysis will cost him. That's about the quickest we've seen over there, over that dog walk, but sadly more penalty points.
The quicker you go, the greater the chance of a penalty, and you really have to be on your toes with this dog. I've seen it run before. It takes no prisoners. It really doesn't.
Well, Rory barking and screaming and saying that DJ's one of the craziest dogs he's ever seen. Well, he might be crazy, but what a fine effort. The crowd loved that. Really entertaining. It's not the winner, but for entertainment value, well done, DJ. Here we go. Ellie Casson, Tilly, aged 5. Little Miss Dynamo, the registered name. Ellie from Carnforth in Lancashire is just 16. There's an early fault on that very first obstacle. What a shame.
Nothing more soul destroying than having the first obstacle go around, because you've got another 19 obstacles to compete. And she knows she's not going to win, but hopefully she's just going to be determined now to show off just how good she and her dog are.
Tell you what, Graham, this is really good, despite that first obstacle problem. This is really, really good.
She would have been one of my tips to take the title, but it's gone in a flash, unfortunately, and that's part of about learning, I'm afraid. But what a great effort.
Just looking at the time there, look at that. 36 the time, and oh, how infuriating that is. The very first one.
Just totally mistimed the takeoff there. There's not a lot she could have done about that at all. The dog picked its own takeoff spot.
Next to go, Shannon Springford from Swanley, aged 15. With a Delight, 4-year-old border collie. Safely over that first obstacle, and quick too. Quick and safe, neat. Tail wagging, weaves looming. This is good. So far, this could threaten the leader if they keep going at this pace and don't pick up any faults. This is really good. What about the dog walk? Let's have a look. And was that a fault off the side of the dog walk? It wasn't. Obviously, the back leg might just have caught it, so this is okay so far. 6 seconds to get through. This is very, very good. This is very close. It's going to be close. 37.4. That is very, very close indeed, and apart from a couple of little moments of hesitation.
And here we see the dog walk, and you can quite clearly see the back legs on it, and the judge is in the best position. Well done, Lee.
So the last dog to go. This is Beth Watts.
Last one, Beth Watts from Lydney, 16 years of age, with Alfie, a 7-year-old working sheepdog. I've had him as a puppy. And 36.5 the time to beat. And there's an early falter and an early 5 faults. And more faults picked up there. 10 faults, and obviously that will slow the time down as well, up and down over the A-frame. Will complete the round. Will Alfie and Beth, with the time ticking away over the seesaw. 40.6 and 10.
And there we go. There's been several dogs made this mistake. They're coming out of the tunnel and curling towards the handler instead of focusing on a next jump. But that's such a shame. But a really great course and a great competition. Agility at its best, demonstrated by the YKC members.
A lot of young talent coming through. So Holly Ryan, Tink, the pet name, 6-year-old German Spitz. Holly from West Parley, aged 13. Top of the pile. The YKC Agility Dog of the Year.
At some point in every dog's life, he has to go to the vet. Don't worry, George. Not today.
Well, Jim, that was an absolutely fantastic competition, as I'm sure you'll agree. It might seem to some people it's a little bit unfair that you've got the under-12s and the over-12s competing, but they've all had their trophies and their rosettes over at the YKC ring where the competitions were taking place. And this is, as by definition of the class name, the Young Kennel Club Dog of the Year. So whether you're 6 years of age or 17 years of age, where this competition is based, that's it, I'm afraid.
And a wonderful experience and a wonderful learning process as well for all these young handlers who will all go away, even the winner I would imagine, and they will be saying to themselves, I love that and I know I can do a lot better.
And it spurs them on to come back and do better next year. I mean, who wouldn't want to compete here in this fantastic arena that you can see here in front of you? I mean, if that's not going to inspire someone to come back again and work harder with their dogs, because it does take a lot of hard work to get their dogs here.
And the crowd here in the main arena giving them all 17 of the YKC Agility Dog of the Year finalists deserved round of applause. Terrific variety in age, shape and size. Variety among the dogs as well. And a hugely entertaining competition. We come towards the end of the first afternoon.
So we are
Crufts
delighted to have the YKC chairman, Mr. Gerald King, presenting the awards for us this afternoon. So thank you very much. And the winner of the Young Kennel Club
Mr. Gerald
Agility
King,
Dog
chairman of the Crufts
was
Committee,
Holly Ryan and
accompanied by Mr. Morris Cook from the Kennel Club.
Here's the winner, Holly Ryan, and 6-year-old Tink, the German Spitz. Holly from West Farley, just 13 years of age. Knows where the camera is too.
And in second place was Shannon Springford with Shanstream Angel Delight.
Second place, 15-year-old Shannon Springford from Swanley. She wants to be a dog agility trainer, and a groomer is her career. She started off very well indeed. Delight, 4-year-old
So ladies and
border
gentlemen, put your
collie.
hands